What's up, everybody? You're very welcome to Monday night's late night agenda. The big breaking news is that Lionel Messi has won the 2019 Ballon d'Or ahead of Virgil van Dijk. It's not the result that we wanted as Liverpool fans, but we've got to be magnanimous in defeat. There is no shame in losing out to Lionel Messi. Obviously, as Liverpool fans, we feel Van Dijk should have won it, but we've got to be gracious in defeat. Lionel Messi is probably the greatest footballer of all time, certainly the greatest footballer of our generation. Look, it's soul destroying, it's heartbreaking. There's a lot for us to get through. The FA Cup draw is out as well. We've got a preview of the Everton game coming up on Wednesday. I'm sure you guys have lots of comments as well for us to get through tonight. My name is Craig. You're all very welcome along. Thank you for joining us. Look, I'm not even going to mess around. I'm going to get straight into it with the news. So as I said, Virgil van Dijk came second to Lionel Messi in this year's Ballon d'Or. And there was some good news for Liverpool, of course. Allison won the very first Yashin trophy. So congratulations to him on being named the best goalkeeper in the world for 2019. Fully deserved. I mean, he had a fantastic season. Just going to run you through some of the things that he won this year. Obviously, he won the Champions League with Liverpool, the Copa America, Super Cup winner, Premier League Golden Glove, Champions League Golden Glove, Copa America Golden Glove, UEFA Goalkeeper of the Year, FIFA Goalkeeper of the Year, and of course the Yashin Trophy as well, has been named number 7 in the Ballon d'Or listings as well. I'm absolutely heartbroken, but fair play to Messi. We've got to be magnanimous in the feet. It's easy to come on here and scream and shout, and that's what I do a lot of the time, but there is no shame in losing out to the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Virgil van Dijk will take it on the chin. He'll come back stronger, and hopefully he'll be there next season. Fair play to Lionel Messi, said Patrick Silk. Very magnanimous, very gracious of you, pal. Well in. Thank you for the super chat. 4 LFC players in the top 10. I think it might even be the top 6, Chris. I could be wrong on that one, mate, but it could be the top 6. Max, how are you, buddy? Welcome in. I'm very good, thank you. Obviously disappointed with the results of the Ballon d'Or, but I suppose it is a team game, but you do want your players to pick up these individual awards when you believe they deserve them. But look, Lionel Messi is a wonderful footballer, tremendously talented footballer. What's going on here? Sorry, Connor sending me messages. You'd swear he wouldn't know I'm on a stream here. So it was Barca at home when we got this corner. Lovely. Love that from Trent. Well in. Right. I know a lot of people are disappointed in the chat, and I feel you. I feel each and every one of you, and this is your chance to let it all out. So please, by all means, give it both barrels. If you're unhappy about the result of the Ballon d'Or, this is your chance to express your feelings, ladies and gents. This is your show, and I promise you, I'm as disappointed as all of you, but all day I've been thinking about this stream. I've been thinking about how I would react if indeed Lionel Messi wins the Ballon d'Or, which he has. And I think the right thing to do is come on here and just say congratulations. I mean, our fan base gets enough stick as it is. I think the least we can do is accept the result and move on and just congratulate Messi. Know that we've got the best defender in the world. Know that he's our centre half. He's our number 4. You know the rest, ladies and gents. Honestly, what more can a defender do, said Scotty. Mate, I'm with you. And it was Cannavaro, the last defender to win the Ballon d'Or. And quite frankly, I don't know what a defender will have to do to win the Ballon d'Or. It's very difficult to calculate the things that Virgil van Dijk stops happening. It's quite easy to calculate what a forward or an attacking player does with regards to goals, assists and stuff like that. But it's very hard to quantify quite what a defender can stop from happening. I mean, nobody knows how many goals Van Dijk could have stopped. Nobody knows how many goals Allison could have stopped, or any other defender for that matter. So it's very difficult. But again, we've got to be magnanimous in defeat on this one. Lionel Messi got his ass handed to him at Anfield, but walks off with his 6th Ballon d'Or trophy. Rian said, I love your channel. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate that. Messi is great, but I thought so was VVD, said Liz. Both wonderful. Yeah, both wonderful players. I think Everton will score, said Colin. We'll get to that, mate. Don't worry. We'll get to the Everton preview. We'll just get through the VVD Ballon d'Or stuff because I know a lot of you guys want to chat about it. Nathan Carter said Modric last year was a joke. It was a difficult one, yeah. Again, Ronaldo didn't deserve to win it, so I thought maybe Modric last year. It's fixed as always, said Captain Clun. Liverpool, Divock Origi, 95th minute goal, said Colin. On to Everton, said Liz. Absolutely. Rabadan, City drew Port Vale. They'll get Solihull next. Oh, it's standard, mate. Do you know what I mean? Always. Home draw, bullshit team. No disrespect to Port Vale, by the way. Sorry, that wasn't my intention at all there. But yeah, it's not a challenge for them, is it? Boy is in the house. Anthony, how are you, sir? Obviously, absolutely delighted with Leicester City's win yesterday. I'm sure you've got a lot to get off your chest, mate. Big games coming up for you over the December period as well. I think Liverpool and Manchester City within a week, if I'm correct. I mean. How's Mahrez top 10? Asked Bassett. I don't know, mate. Some of these things, you'd go mad if you try and sit down and figure it out. Craig, I'm so glad Ronaldo didn't win, said Ryan. Look, Ronaldo, as far as I'm concerned, again, a wonderful footballer, had a very, very good career. I think Ronaldo's just on the downward slope right now. The goal he scored for Juventus, I think, was his first goal since October, and it was a penalty. Look, Cristiano Ronaldo, I'm not going to belittle the guy. I'd be silly to do so. He's a wonderful footballer, but I think his career is on a downward trajectory. Messi, I mean, I watched the game against Atletico last night, and he played a lot of the game at walking pace, but then again, he still popped up right at the end to score the winner, and that's what players like Lionel Messi do. Dylan said it's fixed. Having 3 Liverpool players among the best 5 in the world is quite an accomplishment. Go Red, said Max. I didn't understand how VVD didn't win it, said Shanzo. Mate, I'm with you. And what I often wonder in these situations as well is there's a load of Messi fanboys and girls out there in the world, and I wonder what they're going to do when Messi retires, because they don't really claim to be Barcelona fans. It's only been really in the last few years that this whole thing has come in about people almost just having favourite players rather than favourite clubs. I can't quite get my head around it. I mean, I support Liverpool Football Club, and obviously every player that puts on that red shirt has got my backing 100%. But individual awards are just that, individual awards, and I'm a Liverpool Football Club fan. I love Virgil van Dijk, but first and foremost, my first hope is for Liverpool Football Club to win things, and Virgil van Dijk was part of a Champions League winning squad. We can't forget that. He's part of a squad that are currently top of the Premier League, 8 points clear of Leicester, 11 points clear of defending champions Manchester City, and we can't but be tremendously proud of these guys. I'm trying to be magnanimous here. I promise you, inside, I'm a little bit fuming. I've got to be honest with you. I was pissed off when Messi won the other award. Was the FIFA best? I can't remember what the other award was that he won. But it is what it is. We are where we are. And we've got to be, as I said, magnanimous and say congratulations to Lionel Messi. Surprised City didn't get Everton. They always seem to get the easiest draws, said Jack's Page. Yeah, well, we basically got a bye. For those of you that don't know, by the way, the FA Cup third round draw was made this evening, and Liverpool were drawn at home to Everton. Yep, basically a handy draw for the Reds. A home to Everton in the FA Cup. Basically a bye through to the next round. I mean, we talked about Manchester City getting Port Vale, kind of on a similar level. Do you know what I mean? Getting the bidders. I seen an 888 video actually where the Everton fan, whoever he was that did the video, was saying that Jurgen Klopp is the most egotistical and self-centered manager in the world. I mean, seriously, mate, you're getting the attention that you crave, but fuck you and your bullshit comment. Honestly, to say that about Jurgen Klopp, when we all know, each and every single one of us know that Everton fan would crawl over broken fucking glass to have Jurgen Klopp at Goodison Park managing that shambles of a football club instead of Marco Silva. So to say that he is egotistical is just a joke. I was really annoyed by that comment. I know it's called unpopular opinion, and I know it is his probably hope and wish to get attention towards himself and his account and his channel or whatever it is that he does. And I hope someday when I'm doing that 888 video, I hope I get to sit down across the table from this guy and explain to him quite how fucking wrong he is. What have we got? City's cup draws are bollocks, way too many at this stage to be a coincidence, said Sock. Chris Madge said I shall be watching tomorrow's game on Amazon Prime. It's on Wednesday, mate. Wednesday for the game. But yeah, it's not on Amazon Prime in Ireland. Luckily, we're going to get to watch it on Premier Sports, which is part of my personal sports package that I have with Sky anyway. This is a fanboy generation that we're in, said Captain Clun. Rapinoe, very disrespectful. I don't like Megan Rapinoe. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. I don't like her one fucking bit, if I'm being honest. I don't like her attitude. I don't like her arrogance. I don't like anything about the lady. Tremendously talented footballer. I will give her dues on that one. But not for me. Not my cup of tea, personally. I just can't take to the lady. Robertson didn't even make the top 30. It is madness, isn't it? Somebody said to me, Irish James, mate, somebody said, name me a better left back in the world. You could have a conversation around it, but you're right, Robertson has to be in there, surely. What's the bookies' prices for Everton to go down, said Bubble Man. Probably going to be a little bit better after Wednesday night, mate, when hopefully we push them down towards that relegation spot. I mean, Leicester did their best to get Marco Silva sacked, but it's looking like we're going to have to get the job done for them on Wednesday. Bruno said, what a disgrace. Messi doesn't win the Champions League and still wins the Ballon d'Or. Pathetic. I don't know what to say, mate. I agree. Like, I don't agree Messi pathetic. I don't ever want to say that. Lionel Messi, I would not disrespect the man by saying he's pathetic, but the awards, I mean, yeah, I'm fuming inside like everybody else, but I'm biting my lip and I'm trying to be magnanimous and say congratulations. If Everton go down this season, I'll shave my head and be like you, Craig, said Dylan. Should just shave it anyway, mate. Do you know what I mean? It's so much. Look at the smoothness of this, like. Do you know what I mean? Do it, mate. You won't regret it. You'll never go back. Morton said, to be fair, VVD has been better than Messi in 2019. Messi's the greatest of all time, but not this year, in my opinion. Morton, I agree with you. Again, Lionel Messi, I've said this many times, my favourite footballer of my generation. Idolised the guy, loved watching him play the sport. But this season, I honestly felt that it was Verge's, but it is what it is, and look, we congratulate and we move on. Ryan Wall said Alex Morgan should have won. Where was Jamie Vardy? Probably having a party. I don't know, mate, where he was. Banging in goals anyway against Everton. Is this game not on Amazon Prime in Ireland? I bought Prime. No, sock. The UK rights are different to the Irish rights for this one. And when I checked... Now, I'm not saying it's not being shown on Amazon Prime in Ireland because I genuinely don't know. But what I do know about that is that you don't have to have Amazon Prime if you have like a BT Sports, Sky Sports subscription, which you get Premier Sports on. It's been shown on television. That much I'm certain of. You know the way the UK and Ireland have different rules around Amazon Prime and stuff. So I think that you don't have to have it. Well, I know you don't have to have it because I'm watching it on Premier Sports. Rick Heskey said only 2-0 against the relegation team. I'm learning my lesson, Rick. I'm trying to be a bit more realistic in my predictions. I've gone a bit over the top recently. And I'm just trying to bring myself back down, mate. Elliot Purcell said, how did Mane finish behind Ronaldo? Honestly. Elliot, no idea. No, I mean, we can sit here and we can talk about the Messi situation. But Ronaldo was fucking gick last year. And gick is my word for shit, by the way. For his own standards. And he does judge himself at the very highest standards. Cristiano Ronaldo was nowhere near. Even top 5 last season for me. I mean, I would put Bernardo Silva ahead of him as well. Iheanacho robbed from Ballon d'Or fuming. Fuck Iheanacho, Anthony. Fuck him, mate. Couldn't finish last season against Manchester City, could he, prick? Then goes and bangs one in yesterday for you lot. I'm still dubious about that. I'm still bitter about that one, Anthony. Salah 5th said, Doug, the Dugout Football Channel. How are you, Douglas? Great to see you in, mate. Harry Wilson, top 30 next season, said Colin Z. Look like we have to take it on the chin, said Dan. Gotta do it, mate. Just gotta do it. Gotta take it on the chin and move on. How can you award the Ballon d'Or just on winning the Champions League? I don't get your comment, Static Zero. Sorry, I may have misinterpreted it, mate. Sock said I bought Prime for the game. By bought, you mean got the free month, mate? Is that it? I actually got Amazon Prime for different reasons, but I got it for the sales and the delivery and stuff. I got 3 months for 11 quid or something like that. Bournemouth, going to be a tough game at the weekend, said Andrew Birch. Indeed it will, mate. And we will build up to that as the week goes on. Usually I don't stream on a Tuesday, as you guys know, but the good news is I'm going to be joined by Cash tomorrow, and we are going to have a stream. We're going to have a chat around the Everton game as well. Going to catch up with Cash and see how she's feeling. Probably be a shorter stream tomorrow, but, you know, I was supposed to have Cash on tonight, but I forgot the Ballon d'Or and stuff was coming up because it's been a really hectic day for me. So I asked Cash, could she hang off till tomorrow, and she kindly agreed. So I'm looking forward to having Cash on for a chat. Always good to catch up with her. To cash up with her. There you go. Bit of a Freudian slip. Is that what it's called? I don't know, but I fucked up. Let's just put it that way. Mane should have been 3, said Ken Coastal Holidays. I agree. Why streaming so early? The Ballon d'Or just finished, the Scarlet Ant, and it seemed like a natural time to come on. Plus, it's been a really busy day in the Craig's household, so yeah, new beds arrived and a few other bits and pieces. So yeah, there's still a bit of work to do after the stream, shall we say, before I get to go to bed. What have we got? Leicester look more threatening than City right now. Rodgers with 1 game a week is a frightening proposition, said Gunjeet. Leicester are looking really good, mate. No arguments there whatsoever. I still feel they'll tail off a little bit. They've got some difficult games coming up. I think they're going to get top 4. I hope they get top 4. Obviously, I just don't want them to be too close to us. I mean, I want them to be a respectful second, if that makes any sense. Have I ever had a spice bag? I haven't. My daughter and wife love them, mate. But I'm a pussy when it comes to stuff like that. No spice for me whatsoever, mate. I'm so plain and so boring when it comes to food. Right, look, ladies and gentlemen, a few things to get through. Bit of good news, potentially around Jadon Sancho. Oh, you heard me. Bit of good news around Jadon Sancho. So Jan Åge Fjørtoft, who is a respected journalist, former footballer, and all around top lad, actually, to be fair. If you don't know Jan Åge Fjørtoft, check him out. He's good fun. His interviews are great as well. So he came out on Twitter and posted something really, really interesting, and it's been doing the rounds. So this is his tweet now. From a very good source in Germany, Klopp and Liverpool are favourites to get Dortmund player Jadon Sancho. Sancho wants to leave the club already in January. That'll do, pig, that'll do. I hope you got the reference there, by the way. I wasn't calling Jan Åge Fjørtoft the pig. That was an Animal Farm reference. Yes, look, that's the news that will excite many Liverpool fans, myself included. So we can drop the hashtag Mbappe 2020 and we'll go with the hashtag Jadon Sancho 1920, maybe something like that. Good news that. Very respected journalist. I like the way he said, from a very good source in Germany. We'd spoken before around a potential fee. 140 million euro was what Dortmund were saying that they were looking for. Something similar to the Dembele fee that they got from Barcelona. Whatever happens, I don't know about fees. I don't really care. If we get him, we get him. And if Klopp wants him, go get him. That's my attitude to transfers at Liverpool Football Club. If it's what Jurgen Klopp wants, get it done. Hand it over to Michael Edwards. Get the job done. Do whatever you need to do. I know a lot of people, myself included, spoke before about potential issues around Jadon Sancho's attitude. Look, none of us know the guy personally, but what we do know is he has been disciplined by Borussia Dortmund on a couple of occasions for being late to training, for coming home late from international duty. But what I will also say is that if Liverpool go in for this kid, you can be assured that Jurgen Klopp is confident that he's got the right mentality, the right attitude, a good head on his shoulders to come into this football club, because Jurgen Klopp only brings in winners. And we'll have to wait and see what happens. But it is exciting news. It really is. When I seen that today, kind of cleared a little bit of the disappointment, because I think we'd seen the leaked Ballon d'Or stuff and we'd seen a lot of stuff around Messi. So that was good news today. I was very happy about that. What do you guys think? Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down on Jadon Sancho. Would you like to see Jadon Sancho at Liverpool Football Club? Thumbs up or thumbs down, I suppose, ladies and gents. Raymond said Sancho and Havertz. That would be nice. I don't know about the Kai Havertz thing. I haven't seen much really linking him to Liverpool. A lot of it's been just driven by us Liverpool fans talking about him. Craig, stop showing analysis by you as always. Give the Ballon d'Or to somebody else apart from Messi and Ronaldo. Forget City, worry about Leicester. Thank you, Killian, mate, for the kind words. I'm not worrying about Leicester. I'm respectfully looking at Leicester, if that makes sense, because I do like Leicester. They're a good club, run the right way, with a good set of fans, that I hope do well, but not too well. If that makes sense. Right, here we go with the thumbs up or thumbs down. Brian's gone for a thumbs up. My name's Steve's gone for a thumbs down. Football Genic 77's giving it a 3 thumbs up. Big man Steve 4 thumbs up. Sorry. John Hamilton is saying no, he'd rather Kai Havertz. Liam Cotter saying no as well. Carl, aka Domestic Butler, is giving it loads of thumbs up and a heart as well. Dodge 76 says yes. Billy Sharp 2020 for Liam Belson. Oh, you do make me smile, Emo. Well in, mate. Adam B's going no. Jack saying yes. Anthony Davis is saying yes. Shanzo saying no. Havertz or Madison with Son or Mbappe. I like pretty much all the players you've listed there, Shanzo, if I'm being honest. Joseph saying yes. Irish James said, do you think he'd fit into the attack? Maybe sell Mo. I don't want to sell anybody. I want to be really, really clear about that. If we are to bring in Jadon Sancho, I don't want it to be because somebody's looking at the exit door. I want it to be because we want that extra attacking wide player. Maybe Bobby drops back into the hole. Maybe we rotate and we play 3 out of 4 every week. I don't know. But if it does happen, it will be a wonderful headache to have. Would like Koulibaly to partner Virgil van Dijk, said Bubble Man. Yeah, we'd all love it, mate, but it quite simply isn't going to happen. Yeah, look, it's not going to happen. We don't need to go out and spend that much money as well. But I get where you're coming from. Koulibaly is an outstanding defender. The next close to Virgil van Dijk. Never mind that fraud at Manchester United. The world's most expensive defender. He is... I don't even know what to say. He's a good defender, but shouldn't be anywhere near that price bracket. Jack said yes. Derek Colclough said yes as well. Adam Park said yes. Kyle said yes. N Sharpie YouTube said yes. Roberto said if I was a Liverpool fan, yes. Was kind of behind the Ballon d'Or only for Ronaldo or Messi. Said Enzo Ronaldo. Roberto, mate, quick question for you on Ronaldo. I've seen a lot of Juve fans not really pleased with Cristiano at the minute. How are you finding him as a Juve fan? Gunjit said get Sancho and shift it to a 4-2-3-1 with Salah up front. I'd take that, mate. You could easily stick Sadio through the centre as well, or bring in Timo Werner and just get really greedy about it. And why not? Why not be greedy? Liam said you make me smile. Thank you, mate. And right back at you. You guys make me smile. I've had a shitty day today, but I've really been looking forward to coming on and catching up with you all. Shame we're not talking about Virgil van Dijk winning the Ballon d'Or, but you know what? He's the second best player in the world. He's the best player in the world to us. He's our centre half. He's our number 4. Yada yada. You know the rest. Shaqiri will leave regardless, said Brian. Yeah, look, I think he'll leave at the end of the season as well, mate. Next signing should be Klopp for 10 years, said Ken Coastal Holiday Let's. If there's any inclination from Kloppo that he wants to extend it, that deal will be in front of him, quick, smart. That much I can promise you. Dodd76 said, if anybody would like Son, but you asked who would I like Sancho, so yes. Farrell, how are you, sir? Welcome in, Dave. Said UEFA worship at the trough of La Liga, so I don't think Verge could overcome that. But Verge has the prize Messi really wanted, and in the end, it's all good. Yeah, look, at my Messi has his fair share of Ballon d'Ors and Champions Leagues as well, to be honest. But look, we think one thing as Liverpool fans. Messi fans will think another thing. The votes were cast. Lionel Messi won the Ballon d'Or. We take it on the chin. We move on. We congratulate everybody on a good season, and I don't know what else to say. I'm trying to be magnanimous. I really am. If Maguire is worth that sort of silly money, Chiellini and Van Dijk, etc., must be worth 200 million, said Roberto. It's madness, mate. I still don't understand how they managed to spend that much money on him. I just don't. Boya, how are you, sir? Said Wednesday night football under the lights this week. Hopefully much more of that next year. I'd say you're almost nailed on for it, mate. Bar falling off a cliff, I can't see a way that Leicester, playing the way they are, full of confidence, don't get a Champions League spot, mate. And I think a lot of Liverpool fans are backing you guys to get that spot, but you know, we don't want you too close. I'm going to keep reiterating that fact. We don't want you too close. Why haven't I predicted 2-1? Because, Tom, we have to keep a clean sheet at some point, mate, and I'm going to just keep predicting a clean sheet until we get one. Liverpool Legend. Right, let me run through that. Sorry, Liverpool Legend's comment said, if Silva needs to win, it's now. A 2-1 loss is acceptable, but 3 or more and he's out. I think he's out, mate, if I'm being honest with you. Now, have they got Arsenal after they play us? Am I right in saying that? I know they've a difficult game. And there's a little bit of thought process that maybe they're going to wait for those 2 games to be out of the way. So there's a bit of an easier start for whoever the new manager could potentially be. I'm a bit of a cynic when it comes to these things, but there is some sense in that if you think about it. Right, anyway, Everton preview. As you guys can see, I've predicted the Reds going for a 2-0 win. And again, for those coming in late tonight, I just want to let you guys know that the draw for the 3rd round of the FA Cup took place, and we got drawn at home to Everton, so there is that as well, and we'll talk about that later on in the stream. But here's my prediction for a starting 11 for the game on Wednesday night against the Bitters at Anfield. Adrian obviously has to play in goal because Allison is suspended. I've gone for Trent at right back, of course, Virgil van Dijk and Dejan Lovren as the centre back pairing, Andy Robertson at left back. Midfield trio, Wijnaldum, Henderson, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain for me, and then Mane, Salah and Firmino. Little Divock Origi time as well later on in the game. But look, that's pretty much the strongest 11 I can think of Jurgen Klopp putting out. If you've any thoughts about it, please put it in the chat. I'd love to know how you guys are feeling, what type of 11 you'd like to see on Wednesday night. Very interested to catch up with Cash tomorrow as well and see how she's feeling about the game. Ugafan1126 said Ming should be starting for England. Mate, as you can probably tell by my accent, I'm Irish, and I really couldn't give a flying fuck who starts for England, with all due respect to any English people watching, as I'm sure you guys couldn't give a fuck about who starts for Ireland. I'm not really big on international football anyway, so it's all about the Reds for me. I think a lot more should be made of how bang average Maguire is, said Brian Morrissey. The whole team is a shambles, mate. I mean, Solskjaer is an absolute joke. I told you guys this many moons ago that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was not going to work out at Manchester United. It was a ridiculous appointment. And look, let them suffer, let them sit there. I just hope to God they don't bring in Pochettino. That would worry me. I mean, not worry me enough that I think they'd actually do something, but he would be a decent start to the rebuilding process. But then again, they still have the same Ed Woodward running things, so I mean, it is good to sit back and just laugh at them at this point. Would you start Joe Gomez against Everton? No, I wouldn't, mate. I would stick with Virgil van Dijk and Dejan Lovren. Just my thoughts on it, though. I know it's difficult because they're playing a lot of games, but they're both like Van Dijk's playing pretty well, and I think Dejan Lovren, he always has maybe a little error in him, but he's playing quite well at the minute as well. And I think the shirt should be Dejan Lovren's, in my opinion. Callum said, is it on TV? Which game is this, Callum? If you're talking about the Everton game, mate, it's on Amazon Prime in the UK and Ireland, and it's on Premier Sport. Expressions, how are you, sir? I don't know why you're laughing, mate. Honestly, I have no idea why you're laughing right now. I mean, we're champions of Europe, pal. Do I need to remind you of that? Come on, buddy. Come on. I know you're coming down on a wind up, and I love it, mate, but we are champions of Europe. Do you know what I mean? There's no shame losing out to the best in the world, to the best of all time, probably. But look, we're heartbroken as Liverpool fans. We wanted VVD to do it. It is what it is. Well, he finished England. I've no idea what that's about. Who finished England? I'm lost. I'm absolutely lost in this conversation. Anyway, good to see you in, pal. I hope life is treating you well. We must catch up soon. Lovren has been bad, but we had more clean sheets with Matip and Dave Smith. Yeah, I mean, we're waiting for Matip to come back. Still no news, concrete news on when he might be back available. There's talk of still 4 weeks, maybe some people are saying. And then we've got Fabinho out for maybe 6 weeks, but I actually seen a couple of comments from a Manchester City fan. You guys might have seen this. I think it was it 606 or one of the BBC phone-in shows, where he was talking about Liverpool having had no injuries, and we're just going down through the list and thinking, really, mate, really? Allison, Salah, Fabinho, Gomez, Klein, Matip, who else am I missing out on here? Robertson had an ankle injury at one point, and I know Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, and I know I'm missing out on more, but it's just off the top of my head, and they're trying to say that we've been lucky, we've had no injuries. You can't argue with facts. Joseph said, Craig, if we go through December undefeated, would you say we've won it? If we get to the end of December with a 7 or 8 point lead, I would say we've won it, Joseph. That's how confident I'd be, mate. We need Matip back, said Raymond Kelly. I was laughing at the England comment from you. Said you could give a flying fuck. You know, I didn't even know the Ballon d'Or was happening. My players weren't winning that. I get you, pal. Yeah, I get you. Sorry, I was getting confused. So many comments in the chat. Yeah, it's going all right for you guys on the Jose. What's your thoughts, expressions, mate? I haven't got a chance to catch up with you. What are your thoughts on Jose coming in as your manager? I mean, it looks like you picked him from Arsenal, which from your point of view is good news as well. FIFA Master 66, how are you, sir? Welcome in. J Bros 061, how are you, sir? Or 061 or 061. Nabi and Shaqiri said, is it Izaz? Is that? Excuse me if I mispronounce. Play Keita instead of Chamberlain, said Ayub. No problem with that whatsoever, mate. It's about time that you start getting a few minutes. Trophy Mourinho. Look, you can't. I don't like the man, expressions, but I can't argue that he wins trophies. I can't. And it could be a marriage of convenience between himself and Daniel Levy. And he's given the club a lift. I can see that. He looks like a different man, actually. He looks like he's a little bit more relaxed in the job. Yeah. Talk to you soon anyway, my friend. Great to see you on. Hope life's treating you well. Right, what have we got? I can't log on to the EA server, said FIFA Master 66. I can't help you out there, man. Don't play FIFA. Have you ever watched the Barca documentary? Not yet, mate. Not yet. I will watch it soon, though. No, what have we got? Do you think we'll beat Leicester on Boxing Day? I think we'll draw. It's going to be a very difficult game, Benjamin. King Power on Boxing Day, under the lights, with Leicester flying. It's going to be a game. It's a game I'm looking forward to. Genuinely, really looking forward to watching it. I'd probably take a draw if you offered it to me now, because it's a difficult place to go. Yeah, I'd probably take a draw if you offered it to me right now and move on from there. Confident for Wednesday, asks Nick G1883. Extremely confident, my friend. It's Everton. It's the festive period, and beating Everton in the festive period is what we do. So, yes, very, very confident ahead of the game. And I will be wearing my Divock Origi 90+6 last Christmas jumper as well for that stream on Wednesday. Salah hasn't been great, but he needs his confidence back, said Oksana. Indeed. Although, interestingly enough, I read a stat the other day that was on the Echo that showed that he's actually, after 18 games so far this season, between all competitions, he's actually had a better or more productive season than he had last season by 1 assist, I think it was. So, yeah. But you're right. We do want to see, not just him. I mean, our front three have quietened down a little bit. And imagine what it's going to be like when they click back into gear. And as Virgil van Dijk said recently, we probably have another 10% in this team, maybe even a little bit more. So, yeah, I think there's a lot more to come. And that's scary, isn't it? To sit here and say there's a lot more to come from this Liverpool team. Kennedy said, Everton was the reason not Liverpool didn't win the title. You need to beat Everton badly. Everton absolutely wasn't the fucking reason that we didn't win the title, mate. You can call one draw in the season and say that was the reason. Nah, sorry. The reason we didn't win the title was partly because we dropped points, yes, and partly because you've got to give credit to Manchester City and going and winning, was it 13, 14 games in a row to win the title. That took tremendous bottle, tremendous courage, tremendous belief, tremendous heart. I might not like the club, but you've got to respect the fact that they did what they did. Went right down to the last game of the season to finish with 97 points and not win. It was tough, but the guys have come back this season and they haven't let it get to them. They've started off like an absolute train. 14 games in, 13 wins, 1 draw. You gotta love that. Nothing wrong with it. Do you think Liverpool will go through the round of 16 in the Champions League? Yes, I do. It's not going to be easy at Salzburg. It isn't, but I think when our backs are against the wall, we usually pull out what we need. Whether or not we top the group, Raymond, I'm not sure. We can go over there and get a win. We can also go over there and get a draw. I just don't think we're going to lose. I think we'll have a little bit too much not to lose that game. I hope, but I guess time will tell. Can't wait. I'm confident we can get 3. Not going to lie, we haven't lost a home in 10 months. Boy, know that feeling, mate. I mean, the Reds haven't lost a home in the league in 2 years or so. So I get where you're coming from. And December's going to be a massive month for your club, for our club, for Manchester City. But look, as a Liverpool fan right now, you cannot but be happy. You can't but be happy. We're top of the league. We're still top of the Champions League group. It's still all in our own hands. Handy draw in the FA Cup as well against the bidders at home, so that always helps. And the Club World Cup to look forward to as well soon. So yeah, love it. It's a great time to be a Liverpool fan right now. What else have we got? Hadaway, how are you, sir? Welcome in. Are we ready for Everton, said Hadaway. Yeah, I think so, mate. I think we'll just about cope. Brian Morrissey said, I think signing genuine competition for the front three will be more likely to get them back to the previous levels than not. I agree, mate. Sometimes, and I'm not saying this is the case, I'm just throwing out hypotheticals. Sometimes players can get a little bit complacent knowing that they're not really under any pressure. And if we look at the front three places, yes, we have Ray and Brewster. Yes, we have Divock Origi. Yes, I suppose you can look at Shaqiri. You can look at Chamberlain can fit in there. Lallana at a push, but they're not really under that much pressure, mate. As you said, genuine pressure, and bringing in somebody like Jadon Sancho would give them that pressure and would probably up everybody's game. And competition usually brings the best out of people. So, yeah, I'm happy with the thoughts of signing Jadon Sancho. I think it's the type of thing we should be looking to get over the line. Tadic got robbed of the Ballon d'Or. He had a very good season last year, but come on, be realistic. I know you're only messing, Andre. The Dugout Football Channel said Leicester versus Liverpool Boxing Day 8 PM kickoff. What the fuck? Yeah, TV audience don't give a fuck about Liverpool fans trying to travel back from Leicester, mate. This is the type of thing that annoys me about the Premier League. It's just pure fucking greed. No thought whatsoever for those travelling Liverpool fans. And look, it's Liverpool fans this time. There's been many other occasions where fans of other football clubs have gone all over the place and not been able to get back, or the clubs have had to put on coaches to bring them back and stuff. Love your streams, but I hate your tattoos. I couldn't give a shiny shit what you think of my tattoos, mate. They're on my fucking arms and not yours. Glad you like the streams, but I honestly couldn't give a fuck whether you like my tattoos or not, because they're my tattoos. They're on my body. I'm the one that made the decision. You don't have to live with it. I'm tickety-boo about it. So that's pretty much my thoughts on that. FIFA Master 66. If you don't like tattoos, don't fucking get any. It's as simple as that. Russell Highway says Everton will be up for this. Unlucky at the weekend. Give the young ones a shot in the derby. I don't think we'll be giving the young ones a shot in the derby, to be fair, mate. It's too big of a game. But I could be wrong. I mean, Jurgen Klopp does sometimes spring a surprise when it comes to team selections, and I don't think I've ever gotten the Liverpool team selection right, if I'm being honest. In the 18 months or so I've been doing this stream, I usually get at least a couple wrong. Crypto UK said typical of Messi winning, but the fact the defender came second, just that alone proves how good Virgil is. Yeah, and as we were saying earlier on, mate, it's very difficult to quantify what it is that Virgil van Dijk has stopped from happening. Whereas with a forward, you can look at the goals, you can look at the assists, you can look at the action they've had in the final third. But with a defender or a goalkeeper, it's very difficult to quantify what hasn't happened, if you get where I'm coming from. You can talk about clean sheets and all that type of stuff, but other than that, it's tough. FA want Liverpool to fail and fatigue. Yeah, but it won't happen. So fuck them, mate. It's not going to happen. We're going to keep marching on, keep picking up and we haven't even started playing well yet. That's the really cool thing. Like, we're playing okay, we're grinding stuff out, but we know that this team have a lot more to come. Who's scoring against Everton, said Scotty. Let me put that into the chat. Ladies and gents, who do you think is going to score against the Bitters on Wednesday night? Yeah, let me put it over to you guys. Look, ladies and gents, if you're enjoying the stream and you haven't yet subscribed, please do hit that button. Just a reminder that we'll be doing a watch along of the Everton game on Wednesday. We'll be covering the Bournemouth game as well on Saturday, and pretty much every other game this season on the channel. So you've got no ads. We don't put any ads up on stuff, so you won't get any little annoying pop-ups with ads during streams and stuff like that. So yeah, if you're enjoying the stream, give us a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments how you're feeling about the game, and please, most importantly, hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications on. We're on the march towards 30k. We're getting there inch by inch, but we need your help to do it. But you have to feel sorry for Benik Afobe, 100%, Nathan. My heart goes out to the Afobe family. So tragic. I genuinely cannot fathom what that family must be going through, losing their 2-year-old daughter. Honestly, mate, I can't even put into words what I would try to say. Nothing but love, though. Nothing but love to the Afobe family, and sincere condolences on something that no parent should ever have to go through. Yeah, nothing but love to the Afobe family. Mane and Oxlade-Chamberlain, said Dave Smith. Oh, with regards to the goals, sorry, yes, that will do. I'll take that, mate. Oxlade-Chamberlain banger from about 25 yards would do rather nicely. Crypto UK said, I annoyed so many Manchester United fans by saying them and Mark on the United stand, please don't sack Ole. He's a tactical genius and we Liverpool fans love him so much. It is so funny that United have turned into the banter club that they mocked Arsenal for being for so long. It's lovely to sit back and watch from a Liverpool perspective. It really is. Origi will score in the 94th and 97th minute, said Andre. I mean, mate, my head would explode if that was the case. I mean, in a good way, of course. FIFA Master 66 said R.I.P. Afobe's daughter. Again, very kind sentiments, mate. And don't mind me, by the way. I'm just a cranky old shite, mate. So don't mind me having to go over the tattoos. That's just the way I am. Don't take anything personally, buddy. Honestly, I don't mean it that way. It's just me. I just react to stuff like that. But lovely sentiment around Afobe's daughter. Again, I can't even put into words what I try to express, except love, respect, thoughts and prayers. Yeah, it is soul destroying to think of a young child like that passing away. It really is. As a father, I can't, man. When my kids are sick, I'm a basket case. Renault McGann Estate, wonderful Wednesday Merseyside derby. She's going in for an L service in a few weeks, Limo. Do you know what I mean? She's getting looked after. Hello Buzzer TBM, how are you, mate? Welcome in. Origi 99th minute to Aiden Andrews. Virgil deserved the award, said Joanne. Yeah, I mean, we think so obviously as Liverpool fans, Joanne, but there's no shame in losing out to Lionel Messi and anything. Yeah, it is tough though. It really is. The league is ours, said James. I will take that, James. I will take that and I will jump on that bus. Hoping for a Holgate own goal and a Bobby shot, said Victor. Adrian bicycle kick from a goal kick, said Gunjeet. 1-0 own goal by Pickford, 97th minute, said Rabadan. Thank you for the super chat, mate, as always. Can you imagine he fucked up again? Oh, mate, can you imagine? Oh, Jordan Pickford fuck up. It would just be... Oh, just when you thought Christmas couldn't get any better. Am I nervous or confident for the game? It's Everton. Beating Everton over the festive period is what we do, Reese. Always confident playing the bidders, mate. Always. I know people say it's a derby, form goes out the window, but it's Everton. They're shit. Their manager's on the brink. Yeah, I'm really confident. Probably too confident. Should you be worried about Leicester? They're on fire. I wouldn't say worried about them, but definitely respectful of them because they're in fine form right now. But, you know, we're the ones everybody's got to be worried about, mate. We're the ones top of the league. We're the ones that have only dropped 2 points from a possible 42. And we're setting the standards, and that's what we want to see. Ninja Hyper said Messi proves he's the best player in the world. He won the award. You're not going to get an argument, mate. Messi won the award. We congratulated Lionel Messi on winning the award. And if you're in here to try and stir up shit, it ain't going to happen, pal. Sorry. What else we got? Paul Dunning, how are you, sir? Great to see you win again. Jordan Pickford and his flappy, short little T-Rex arms. Cundy said Liverpool won't finish top 4. I'm going to say this one more time. Jason Cundy is a prick. Jason Cundy is a gobby arsehole that just says shit to provoke a reaction on that piece of shit radio station that he works on. Fuck Jason Cundy. I can't be any clearer on that. The man is not even worth the shit on the end of your shoe. I despise that prick with the fire of 1,000 suns. All he does is piss all over this side or that part of the country with his London-centric bullshit. The man was actually fucking cheering on his former club, or cheering on Manchester City against his former club. The man is an absolute piece of shit of the highest order. Fuck Jason Cundy. Hope that's clear enough. Craig, get ready for time wasting from the 10th minute, exactly what they did to us, said Boya. Yeah, we'll probably be 2-0 up though at that point, Anthony, so you know they'll be wasting their own time, really. It's your own time that you're wasting, Everton. It's your own time. VVD is amazing, and so is Messi. It was very hard to decide, said Raymond. Richarlison will score first, and Liverpool come back. Mane will score 90 with a header. 2-1, said Joseph. Van Dijk went in there as well. Did somebody say midweek pints for Liverpool Everton? Okay, then treat yourself, Martin. Why not, mate? It is the festive period. Did you see Leicester's last minute VAR goal against Everton is amazing, even though I wish to draw so we could be 10 points ahead. I have a soft spot for Leicester, said Oksana. Yes, it was, and when it was given offside at first, my initial thought was, nah, that was onside. And you know, you want the right decisions made, and the right decision was made. The same way, to be fair, the right decision was made about the penalty incident. Chilwell, you know, he jumped. Let's be honest about it. He jumped. He was expecting contact and he jumped. Andrew said, yeah, that was pretty clear. Mate, there's very few human beings on this earth that I really despise, but Cundy's one of them. I just don't see anything positive that he does. All he does is say shit to provoke a reaction. Him and Hairy Hands Keys, the two of them are just fucking time wasters, honestly. Rooney thinks it'll be a draw. Well, he's an ex-Everton player, mate. He's obviously gonna, if that's the best that he can say, like, do you know what I mean? Even going full on blue tinted glasses, Rooney can only just about predict a draw. That tells you a lot, doesn't it? Have you heard Robbie Savage is coming out of retirement? I did, Dave. Somebody told me on a stream the other day that he's gone back to play. I don't know what division it's in. I know it's non-league, but you know what? Fair play. If he enjoys playing the sport, he's doing it for a bit of fun. Why not? Brian Morris, he said Jason Cundy is everything that is wrong with humanity. Yeah. he's a good chunk of it anyway. Please tell us how you feel about Jason Cundy. He's a beautiful human being, mate. He's a tremendous character. I don't know why I can't do a fucking Irish accent. I mean, I am from the fucking island and I still can't get Roger's accent right. There you go. Craig, do you understand that Gomez is the best young defender in the world? He really isn't. Better than if we sell him, he'll become the best defender in the world. He isn't, mate, and the reason that he isn't is because if he looks to his right, he sees Trent Alexander-Arnold standing there, who is probably the best young defender in the world, in my humble opinion. Your head looks bigger on my new phone, said my wife. Thank you, I suppose. Speaking of head, you brought it up. Do you know what I mean? My wife's just trying to brag that she got herself a new phone. It was time for an upgrade, and yeah, she got herself a new phone. It's a Samsung though, so nobody cares. I'm an Apple user. Do you know what I mean? Samsung, Apple, nah. Craig, can I be a moderator? No. Is the short but respectful answer, mate. We only have 4 or 5 moderators now on the channel. We used to have lots. We've trimmed it right down because we just want people to enjoy themselves when they're on the streams and not have to worry about kicking people out or moderating chat and stuff like that. That's what you've got yourself a Brian Morrissey, a Tom Boland, a Connor, a my wife, and a John Hamilton for to do that job, and they do it magnificently, and I love them for it. What's wrong with Mo Salah? Said Kennedy. Maybe just going through a little bit of a difficult time, mate. Maybe a little bit of loss of confidence. Mo will come back. Mo will come good. I have every belief in the guy. Will we sack Silva on Wednesday or in the FA Cup? I think he's getting the sack. It's just a matter of when, wobbly banana. But I read something earlier on that suggested that they might wait until they play us on Wednesday, and then is it Arsenal? They have a tough game at the weekend, I think, as well, and that they might want to get those 2 games out of the way. So the new manager comes in, might have an easier start to life. Shanzo the man said, if we go undefeated in December, I'd be very confident winning the Club World Cup will give us confidence. I really, really, really want us to win the Club World Cup. It's one trophy that Liverpool Football Club haven't won. I'd love us to go over there and do it. Hopefully we can. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, there's so many games coming up in December. A little bit more transfer news, actually. According to a Norwegian outlet called VG, I'm sure there's probably a proper way of pronouncing that, Liverpool are being linked with a move for Genk midfielder Sander Berg. He apparently impressed during our games against him in the Champions League, and the 21-year-old only has 18 months remaining on his current deal at Genk, and the figure being mentioned is around the £25 million mark. I'm not going to lie, I've seen nothing of this guy, absolutely nothing. I mean, the games he played against us, I didn't notice him, but that doesn't mean I'm completely wrong. But look, there's more than one outlet suggesting that we're interested in this guy. I'm sure somebody in the chat will know or will have seen more of him than I have. But I mean, £25 million seems a reasonable figure to be bringing in any player. I mean, that seems a bargain, to be fair. In this day and age, to get any Champions League quality footballer for 25 million quid seems reasonable enough. FIFA Master 66, talk to you soon, mate. Thank you for being so understanding earlier, and hopefully you'll grow to like the tattoos at some point. How do I said Everton will play their life match? Yeah, they still won't be good enough though, mate. It's Everton. Do you know what I mean? It's Everton. Checks Trent's last tweet taking the piss. I'd seen it earlier on. Connor sent it to me before the stream started, mate. It is funny. Jenny said, hey Craig, how are you? Shout out for Derek Culclough. Said, can you please say Merry Christmas to our little 5-year-old son, Aaron Thomas Culclough. I hope I pronounced his surname properly. Little Liverpool supporter. Aaron, mate, thank you so much for watching. I hope life is treating you well, buddy. I hope you're enjoying the season. I hope you've got your list done for Santa Claus, and I hope he brings you absolutely everything that you've asked for. I'm sure you've been a wonderful young man, and thank you so much for watching the show, mate, and lots of love to you and your family. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas, young man. Craig, apparently it's backup for Fabinho. Yes, Scotty, I think you were spot on, mate. That's what I've been reading as well. He's good, but it's back up to Fabinho more than anything else. Does that mean, if we are genuinely interested in bringing this kid in, does that mean that we're writing off Marco Grujic? Does that mean that maybe we don't think Marco Grujic is going to cut the mustard and we may move him on? I mean, I'm not going to lie, I had quite high hopes for him. Jason Cundy is a C ending in a T with a UN in the middle. Yeah, he's a cunt, basically, is what you're trying to say. Excuse me, Aaron, if you're watching, young man. Apologies for the bad language, mate. Craig, are you bald by choice or was it natural? About when I started shaving my head, it was by choice. I would say now, I tried to grow it out last year for a while, and there was a little bald patch at the back. I'd say I've got about 95% coverage of hair, Gunji, but I feel dirty if I let my hair grow, so I shave it for a cleanliness thing. But there is definitely a little bald patch coming in without a shadow of a doubt. Raymond Kenny said, Sancho in our front three, replacement for Haaland, Firmino, replacement for Havertz, Hendo replacement. I mean, Sancho, that news, again, if you're coming in late and you haven't heard the news that I spoke about earlier on, Jan Age Fjorthoff, who's a former player and now a presenter and a pundit for, I think it's a German or Norwegian station. I'm not sure what the station is. Really, really good guy. But he was coming out and tweeting saying that Klopp and Liverpool are favourites to sign Dortmund player Jadon Sancho. He said that's from a very good source in Germany. And he said Sancho wants to leave the club in January. So I guess we're going to have to wait and see what happens there. But it is nice to know that we're favourites for it. And yeah, he's not somebody that I would consider a spoofer. I would genuinely say he's saying this with absolute integrity. And I think we all hope there's truth in it. Liverpool fans are the best. Thank you. We are. You are right. We're a different breed, as we like to say. Sancho in front three replacement. I've done that one already. Oh, Divock Origi, said Colin. Saturday Night is Divock's song, by the way. Saturday night, and I like the way you move, Divock Origi. What else have we got? Apparently Grujic has been superb for Hertha. They're not doing so well, though. This season in particular, they're not doing too well. Grujic is not a holding midfielder. Kind of is, though, mate. It's kind of where we'll probably end up playing him if he comes in. I mean, I don't really see him as an 8. From what I've watched of Grujic, I would class him as a 6, but I think that's certainly where he would look to fit into our team. What's my Xmas giveaway for viewers? I mean, if you want to start paying me fucking money, Russell, I'll give away whatever you want. But whilst we don't have ads on, mate, and we're not bringing in any income and we're not bombarding you with links to betting companies and stuff, there probably won't be one. But there is a giveaway over on our Twitter account right now. So if you want to win something, we've a shirt from 3 Retro that we're giving away. Any shirt from 3retro.com you can choose. But go over to our Twitter account at Anfield Agenda. Really straightforward. And yeah, there's a pinned tweet on there that gives you the information of how to enter the competition. We'll be giving away that shirt after the game against Everton on Wednesday night. So please do make sure that you go over there and check that out. Once again, Twitter account is just the same name as on here, Anfield Agenda. Go over there. It's in my name, Craig Holden. You'll see the pinned tweet. Retweet that. Follow us. Follow 3 Retro. And if you win that on Wednesday night, then you can pick absolutely any shirt. Doesn't matter if you're a Liverpool fan, doesn't matter where you're from. You can take any shirt from the site whatsoever. And our friends at 3 Retro will send that out to you straight away. When are you putting your LFC hat on? LFC Christmas hat on? Yeah, I'll be wearing an LFC jumper on Wednesday. My Divock Origi Christmas jumper. If you haven't seen it, let me see if I still have the image. I think I do have it here. 1 second. Let me just move this up. Where is it? I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Is it that one? Is it that one? There. Nope, that's not it. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Here we go. There you go. There it is. There she is. Me Divock Origi 90 plus 6 minute Christmas jumper that I will be breaking out for the Merseyside Derby on Wednesday. I'm going to leave that up there. Why not? Just to wind a few Everton fans up if they pop in. When I put this up on Twitter, the abuse. I was called everything. Nonce, bald nonce, typical Irish pedo, always touching kid. All the usual nonsense that you get. But facts of the matter are 90 plus 6, Divock Origi, T-Rex, fucked up, 1-0 to the Reds. Love it, love it, love it. Craig, do you believe the title race is over? No, I don't, Dylan. I think we're in an extremely good position, but I think it would be naive of us to think it's over. But I didn't think we'd be as far ahead as we are, I've got to be honest. So I'm very confident, but no, it ain't over until the fat lady sings, unfortunately. What's the quoted price for Sancho? Asked Stephen Booker. What I read was 140 million euro. They want similar money to the money that they got from Dembele. That's what I read anyway, but, you know, Michael Edwards can work miracles, so. Russell, no problem, mate. Salah looks tired these days. Do you think he'll get a rest? I think, like you, mate, I think he's probably still chasing fitness as well as confidence. Right through from the World Cup when he was rushed back a little bit, he just hasn't really got back around to himself. But he's not going to be getting he's not going to be getting much of a rest in December by the looks of it. Excuse me, I needed to burp. LFC to sign Sancho but not able to sign anybody else in January. That'll do, to be honest, Raymond. Mane's been on form, said Kenny. Mane's class. I mean, they're all class. Russell said, I need a jumper. Well, I got that one from the Redmen TV shop off their website, mate. I think it was £25, if my memory serves me correct. Brian said he could definitely sponsor a selection box to give away. I just eat it, Brian. If I'm being honest, mate, my fat ass would just eat that selection box. Is it possible we could win the league? 30 years. Yes, of course it's possible, mate. It's very, very possible. Why can't we just end the league now, said Adam Parks. It's kind of not how these things work, mate. Sancho was 70 million to around 140 million, said Raymond. Straight swap for Shaqiri then, said Stephen Booker. If it's an option, why not? The Cop Council, Connor, how are you, sir? Said, hey Craig, hope you well, pal. Virgil got robbed tonight and I think we'll batter Everton on Wednesday. I wouldn't say robbed. I feel a little bit hard done by on my end anyway. And I look, there's no shame in losing anything to Lionel Messi, but we all as Liverpool fans obviously believe that Virgil van Dijk probably deserved the nod, but it is what it is. All we can do is take it in the chin, congratulate Lionel Messi on his 6th Ballon d'Or, and just march on and keep trying to pick up points. Tony said, what a joke, VVD should have got it. Ibrahim said, hi Craig, Gomez will become the next De Bruyne if we sell him. I don't think... But there was a little bit of chatter actually around Gomez maybe looking to move on, but that was a couple of months back. I hope we don't move him on. Stevie Nicol does not like Origi. So yeah, Stevie Nicol likes to talk a lot, doesn't he? Look, nobody can deny what he did in a Liverpool shirt, but I'm not a big fan of some of the stuff he does on ESPN, but I'm nowhere near as much ill will as I have towards Cundy, put it that way. Am I on the diet chav tonight? Yes, I just haven't. As always, sláinte. I should have a drink, really, shouldn't I? Yeah, I just haven't had a chance to have a drink yet. So much to get through. Club World Cup, League Cup and FA Cup, said Lawls Beeb. Yeah, there's a lot coming up for the Reds. Again, a reminder, Liverpool drew Everton at home in the 3rd round of the FA Cup. Manchester City got their usual home draw against Port Vale. So, nice and handy one as usual for Manchester City there. Dave Smith said, form is temporary, class is permanent. Mo Salah running down the wing. How did Van Dijk not win? Asked Dylan Carr. Mate, I'm as disappointed as you. Honestly, it does baffle me a little bit if I'm being honest about it, but I'm trying not to let it get to me and just take it on the chin. It is, I suppose, as I said earlier on, we're Liverpool fans at heart. We want the team to do well. It's the club badge that we love. The players that wear the shirts come in and out, but we're always going to be behind the football club. It would have been lovely for Van Dijk to win it, but he is the best defender in the world. Nobody will take that away from him. We've also got the best goalkeeper in the world, and he picked up the Ashton Trophy, the first winner of the Ashton Trophy for the best keeper. And again, so blessed to have Allison Becker at the football club. Nobody important said absolute steal by Messi. Christopher Rightford said Virgil should have had it, fair enough to Leo, but the way he has changed our team is crazy. Mate, I agree. Virgil van Dijk's made a massive improvement to this Liverpool team. He's lifted up everybody around him. The figure doesn't even get mentioned anymore that we paid for him, whereas we can sit here and laugh at the 80 million United paid for Slabhead forever, because he just looks like a shadow of not just Virgil van Dijk, but the player he was at Leicester even. Who's your favourite player of the century for Liverpool? Yours is Robbie Keane or Torres. The Keane thing is very strange, mate, but Fowler. I love Robbie Fowler, so I will go with Robbie Fowler. Trent was only 22nd, said nobody important. Yeah, madness that he was 22nd. Mane finishing 4th after Ronaldo was the real scandal, and I love Ronaldo, said Oksana. Yeah, look, again, Ronaldo, another player that's had a wonderful career, another player that has deserved the trophies that he has, but he was nowhere last season. I don't even know why he was in the top 5, if I'm being honest about it. And it isn't any Ronaldo hate, because respect, the guy's been a tremendous footballer, but yeah, I agree with everyone that feels a little bit baffled as to why he was in the top 5. But again, Nothing surprises me with FIFA and UEFA these days. United will be out of the FA Cup again to Wolves, said Joel. Yeah, another interesting draw in the FA Cup. And Christopher said, I don't care if Messi scores 50 a season. He's changed the whole team with regards to Van Dijk, I think you mean. Subi, how are you, my friend? Said Craig, when do you think Klopp will play the youngsters in the Premier League? I don't know, mate. And that's the honest answer. It's so difficult because, yes, we've got 2 games a week coming thick and fast, but so many of them are such important games. I mean, you'll probably see a lot of the youngsters, obviously, in the game against Villa in the League Cup. Maybe the FA Cup against Everton, he'll rotate in a few younger players as well, and potentially if we get through this period and we still have a nice healthy lead in the Premier League, maybe a couple more spots on the bench. Lots of talk around Ryan Brewster perhaps going on loan in January. That still remains to be seen what happens there. So did Messi win it? Yes, he did, mate. Lionel Messi did win it. Bournemouth will beat Liverpool. It'll come to VAR on this weekend. I don't think they will. And not because I don't think Bournemouth are a good side or because I want to belittle them. I just think that the style of football that Bournemouth play is one that kind of plays into our hands. They like to play football. They like to play open, attractive stuff. And I think if we go head to head with a team like that, I can only ever see one winner. But again, I'm not being disrespectful to Bournemouth. I like Eddie Howe. I like watching Bournemouth play. I just think we'll be too strong for them. But I'm going to say that about pretty much everyone we play this season. Arsenal will struggle against Leeds, said Joel Morris. Yeah, probably. I mean, they're not going through a great spell. Leeds are flying in the Championship. Yeah, there's some few interesting ties in the FA Cup for sure. What else we got? What do you expect from Keita this season? It's a difficult one, mate. I'm not going to lie. I'm one of his biggest fans. If you were to... Well, look behind me in that picture there. The one that I have the Christmas jumper on. Look what's hanging on the wall right behind me. I've often said this to you guys. I am a massive Naby Keita fan. I expect a lot from Naby Keita. I believe in Naby Keita. I have that beautiful signed shirt on the wall there behind me in that picture. But as of now, as things stand... We haven't seen the best of Naby Keita, but whether that be for injuries, whether that be because of form, language barrier, culture, whatever it might be, we are yet to see the best of Naby Keita, but I'm not giving up on him. I still think he'll come good. I hope he starts getting some game time. I hope he can get into a rhythm, and I hope we see why exactly we bought him, because we know what Naby's capable of, and he can be a difference maker, and I really hope we see that from him. Harry Wilson won't be playing for Bournemouth, as Jack's page has pointed out, because of the rules around loans. Who do I think will win the FA Cup? I haven't got a clue, mate. Honestly, haven't got a clue. It's one of those things. It's too early. It's only the 3rd round. Yeah, I genuinely haven't got a clue. Toby Hunt said, hello mate, I'm a City fan and been with you since the pre-season game between us and Liverpool, playing very well this season, and I can't take anything away from you. Hope we can swap trophies this year. Yeah, it's there is no getting away from that fact, Toby, mate, that we won the trophy you guys probably won, and you won the trophy that we probably, or wanted I should say, and you won the trophy that we probably wanted. Even Pep had a joke about that as well. This season, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to be greedy. I want us to do both. We still have work to do to get through in the Champions League for sure, but if and when we get through to the knockout stage, it's going to take a very good team to beat us over 2 legs. But I mean, I'm not going to sit here and belittle the way Manchester City play, because they're an excellent football team. They really are, with an excellent manager, tremendous squad. I just hope that you don't come good in the Premier League this year, mate. I hope that you maybe turn your focus now to the Champions League, and I hope that we can just get through to the new year with a nice healthy gap. But look, I appreciate you coming in, mate. I do appreciate you always dropping in to say hello, and thank you for the kind words again, and I hope you have a wonderful festive period. Personally, from a football perspective, I can't bring myself to wish you well, but I hope you get where I'm coming from. But again, thank you for the comments. Crypto UK said, the present Man United seem like a curse in them, with graveyard of managers and players. Just look at Lukaku and how well he's playing now. Yes, Far Royal said to me a long time ago that football is cyclical, and he was right. And we had our period of time where we were looking up at Manchester United and they were doing so well, and we were scratching and clawing to try and get ourselves back up there, and now we are right back up there at the top of the pile, and they're struggling. And that's the way football is, and it's great. Right now, it's great. Crosby's in the house. How are we, Connor? Why do Manchester City always have it easy in the draws? I've no idea. Honestly, I've no idea. I love if you and Mark do a joint watch along, the contrast in emotions. I don't think that will ever happen from a logistical standpoint. I mean, I'm very fond of Mark Goldbridge. Shame the club that he supports, but he's a really nice fella. He's been very helpful to me in this channel, and nothing but respect for him. And it would be fun. I get where you're coming from. It definitely would be fun. Why am I holding up 6 fingers in that photo? If you need to ask me that question, come on. Come on. I'll give you a little hint. Champions League. 6 of them. 6 times, bitches. City's always easy draws in the Champions League, said Kennedy. Rivals have jumped from piggybacking City to Leicester, even though they used to slag off Rodgers when he managed us. Yeah, it's because of fear, mate, and don't let it fool you. Leicester are a really good team. They deserve all the recognition and credit that they're getting, and no doubt about that, but it's because they're all afraid of us at this moment in time, and they can dress that up whatever way they want. They can call us Liverpool. They can say that Salah dives, Mana dives. They can say whatever the fuck they want. The fact of the matter is they're all absolutely bricking it, and they know that it's looking likely that 30-year wait for the top division of English football to come back to Liverpool should well and could well be over. Anybody think that we should bring back Wilson? Obviously haven't watched Bournemouth this season. I'm the same. I don't get it. I think he's a highlight reels footballer. Yes, he'll bang in a few free kicks. Yes, he'll throw in a few fancy 25-yard strikes. But when I watch him in games, he goes missing far too much for my liking. And I don't think that he works hard enough to get into this Liverpool team. He's a young player. He's still developing. It's very harsh of me to try and write off anybody. I've just never been confident that Harry Wilson will make it at Liverpool Football Club. Craig, you should cut off your eyebrows for charity. It's only one eyebrow, really, though. Somebody did it to me before. I used to play tennis when I was younger, and I had a club final, and I stupidly went on the piss with my mates the night before, and woke up with no eyebrows, and went down. Didn't even know I had no eyebrows when I went down. There are very few managers at the elite level like Klopp and Pep. That's one reason why football is cyclical, if you ask me, said Sean O'Donnell. Good point, Sean. They are 2 fantastic managers, there's no denying that. What did I think of Messi winning it tonight? Contrasting emotions, MJT. Firstly, nothing but respect for Lionel Messi. As I've said many times, to me he's probably the greatest footballer of my generation, without a doubt, maybe of all time. I didn't think last year was Lionel Messi's best season. I personally thought Van Dijk probably shaded it, but it was always going to be close, and I don't begrudge him the award. I mean, I would have loved it for Virgil van Dijk, but there's no shame in losing out to Lionel Messi, even if we do, from a Liverpool perspective, feel that, if Van Dijk doesn't win it, then what will a defender have to do since Cannavaro to lift that trophy? But look, again, I'm not going to disrespect Lionel Messi. How could I? Wilson scored against City and 2 against Tottenham. I think he would work hard as a backup to try and forge a first team place long term. He's not even starting a lot of the time, though, it seems, for Bournemouth, mate. Didn't he come on off the bench to score those 2 against Spurs? I could be wrong on that one. I'm basing this off a very shady memory, but I think he might have come off the bench. It can happen. West Ham and Newcastle, biggish clubs who went down, said Joe Tony. Yeah, it would be lovely to push the bidders towards the relegation places on Wednesday night for sure. I think they've a little bit too much about them to go down. I really do. Some of the calls for Rafa Benitez to come and manage them really did make me laugh. How did Ronaldo get third? He didn't. He came fourth, mate. Sadio came third, and Ronaldo came fourth. What else have we got? What did Cannavaro do? Virgil hasn't. He won the World Cup, to be fair, but yeah, look, again, I'm not going to belittle Fabio Cannavaro. Outstanding defender. Love the guy. One of the best. Boya said, would love Harry Wilson at Leicester. Great player. Maybe we can work on a little something. James Maddison coming our way, mate. Harry Wilson going your way. Do you know what I mean? We can work on something here, Anthony. Me and you. We'll do this. We'll thrash out a deal, and then we'll just throw it over to the club's hierarchies and tell them it's all sorted. Yes, the Everton game is at Anfield, Rodders, mate. It's a 8:15 kickoff, I think, on Wednesday night. I don't know why it's that late, but it is a later kickoff. Can I sing the Oxlade-Chamberlain song? Not at the minute, mate, but if he scores on Wednesday, I will be singing my heart out. Don't you worry about that. I wouldn't mind seeing a little more of Elliot, though, said LFC8092. Yes. I did like the little bit of petulance that I seen from him in the UEFA Youth League when Curtis Jones scored the penalty and turned around to Elliot and had to kind of put him in his place a little bit. But look, he is a young footballer, and you know, you do have that youthful exuberance. But look, he does look like a tremendous talent as well. Ronaldo was third, was he? I was sure he was fourth. I was sure Ronaldo was fourth. Again, sorry. How the fuck did Ronaldo get third? I didn't even watch past the second I heard Lionel Messi's name. I turned off the stream. So apologies on that one. That's my bad. I didn't even fucking watch it. Once I heard Lionel Messi's name, I turned it off. Didn't even give a shit who came second or third. Well, we knew Van Dijk came second. How the fuck did Cristiano Ronaldo get third? What the fuck did he do to justify third place? That's just ridiculous. Let's be honest about it. It's just ridiculous. Mane was fourth. Should have been higher up. I mean, Christ almighty. Just goes to show, I just didn't, as I said, didn't even watch it after I heard Messi's name. That's nuts. It's Fran said it's my birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday to you, Fran. Hope you have a wonderful day, mate. Madrid winning the Ballon d'Or last year was an absolute robbery, so Christopher Rightford. Ronaldo got third because it's all to do with PR. Yeah, Ronaldo whined like a little bitch last year. Through his agent, when Modric won the award. Tells you everything you need to know right there. We had 3 in the top 5 and 4 in the top 10, said Wobbly Banana. Who commentates on Amazon Prime on Wednesday? I believe it is... is it Drury? No, it's John... Is it Peter Drury or John Champion? Either way, Ali McCoy is one of the commentators. I know that one. Doug did send this to me earlier on, actually, so I'll be able to tell you in 2 seconds. Let me just check my messages. Where is it? Douglas. God bless Douglas. He always sends me so much good Liverpool information. Right, where is it? I can't find the picture now. Sorry, I'm trying to find this so I can answer your question correctly. Yeah, I can't find it. Sorry, I can't find it. Craig, what phone do I have? An iPhone XR, I think it is. I think it's an XR. Trying to find the image. I can't remember. I can't remember exactly who it is. I thought it was Peter Drury though. Sorry. I love Peter Drury. He's the best. I like Peter Drury as well. I think he's a wonderful commentator. Who do I want to win the Manchester Derby? I need City to draw points, to be fair, so a draw. But it's at the empty hat, isn't it? So I'd imagine City will win it. Even if United do show up, which you know they may not do, I would imagine Manchester City will win that fairly handily. Probably 3-1, maybe 3-0, something like that. Look, ladies and gentlemen, gonna bring tonight's stream to a close. Just to summarise, Virgil van Dijk finished second place in the Ballon d'Or behind Lionel Messi, who went on to win his 6th Ballon d'Or. Congratulations to him. Whatever we feel about it from a Liverpool perspective, you cannot deny the man is an absolute superstar. I don't think last year was his best year, but pushing that aside, congratulations to Lionel Messi. Liverpool have been drawn against Everton in the 3rd round of the FA Cup. It's a home tie. Delighted for everyone in the Auto Cup scheme as well that will get tickets to that one. What else we got? Liverpool strongly linked with a move for Jadon Sancho in January. Jan Age Fjortoft came out and posted on Twitter saying, from a very good source in Germany, Klopp and Liverpool are favourites to get Dortmund player Jadon Sancho. Sancho wants to leave the club in January. We've also been linked with a move for Genk midfielder Sander Berg. 18 months left on his deal, 21 years of age, and the figure of 25 million has been mentioned. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back tomorrow night with Cash. We will be streaming from 9:30. Probably be a shorter show, maybe about 45 minutes of that. I don't usually stream on a Tuesday, but I need to get Cash on. It was supposed to be tonight, but I asked Cash, could you hold off, because of all the stuff going on today. It was so busy. But look, as always, thank you so much for all your love and support. Please do hit that subscribe button before you head off. Give the stream a thumbs up. If you're watching this on playback later on, let me know your thoughts on the whole Ballon d'Or situation. Let me know your team prediction for the game against Everton on Wednesday. We will, of course, be starting our watch along of that one 30 minutes before kickoff, so it'll be 7:45 because it's an 8:15 p.m. kickoff. Ladies and gentlemen, love to you all. Have a wonderful week, and up the motherfucking Reds.